trees. But nevertheless, Stephen says saving the environment shouldn't come at the expense of the environment.
I think it's delusional. Yeah, I think it's complete delusion for anyone to say it's okay to clear forests to combat climate change.
The project's owners, CS Energy, telling A Current Affair,
extensive work has been undertaken in the design to avoid and minimise any clearing required. Any unavoidable clearing is being offset by restoring and protecting an area of forest nearby that is more than 10 times larger than the project's footprint.
But Stephen is also worried about the cumulative impact of further projects in the pipeline.
We've mapped around 41,000 wind towers across Australia so far. But there is no plan.
What about the koala bears you kill? You kill the trees.
So developers come in, such as these
Unbelievable.
developers and others, they'll come in and cherry pick where they want to go.
So why build them here? Well, there are two main reasons. Firstly, the Great Dividing Range is windy enough that it's worthwhile farming the wind here. And secondly, transmission lines currently connecting ageing coal-fired power to the grid are a stone's throw away. This is the Clark Creek wind farm, about an hour south of Lotus Creek. It too runs through privately owned cattle country.
In any construction phase, you're going to have some impact. It doesn't matter if you're duplicating the Bruce Highway or you're building Olympic stadiums in the middle of Brisbane.
That doesn't give
when
you
you
the rights to kill innocent animals. Come on.
But the renewable energy industry exists for the environment, not in spite of the environment.
And Chris O'Keefe from the Clean Energy Council says the industry is also creating jobs.
Now, I'm talking about blue-collar jobs, well-paid jobs. Sparkies, concreters, truck drivers, crane operators, you name it, they're getting paid to do great work here, and I think that's a good thing.
And landowners, in many cases cattle farmers, are also reaping the rewards.
If they can get better access roads to fight bushfires, if they can get payments to ensure that drought isn't as financially terrible for them as inevitably it does become, well, isn't that a good thing?
I didn't ask about money. All I wanted to know was how many roads there were going to be and how wide they were going to be.
David Hill is one of those landowners. He's been farming and firefighting on the land here for 55 years and will soon benefit from stage 2 of the Clark Creek project.
It'll bring, the access and everything for us, and plus, some incomes.
I think we're
one of
learning as
those
we
fat
go
cats.
that there are good ways to deal with
All about money, don't care about the
rural Australia.
animals, don't care about the climate
Grattan
change.
Institute Energy and Climate Change Program
See, they
Director
don't care
Tony
about all
Boyden
that.
says
Climate
we
change, all the animals that get
underestimate
killed,
the task at hand,
all the
but
koala bears.
Fundamentally, we need rooftop solar, large solar farms and wind farms, both onshore and offshore.
Go
to
put
be
them
able
in
to
your
achieve
front
this
yard,
transition
dickhead.
Successfully.
This is the future of Australia's energy transition, and whether you like it or not, coal-fired power has done a really great job for Australia over many, many decades. But it's getting old, and it's going by the wayside. So you've got to replace it with something.
We're looking at, many millions of hectares that will need to be disturbed.
What about the
all in
animals?
the name
Of green energy.
It's an intriguing debate, isn't it? And CS Energy, owners of the Lotus Creek wind farm, sent us a list of the things they're doing to minimise the project's environmental impact. You can read their full statement on our website.